I just want to know why that opening just seems so violent with the countdown and the red beeping and everything.
It is very intense. Hey, everyone. We are live from Epcot, and since we are at Epcot, you know who this is. This is Jeremiah and Mack.
It's the Epcot team here.
Yeah, exactly. Jeremiah coming to you live from Epcot, Mack in LPHQ. So we're going to take a walk around. I know there's been quite a bit going on there today, and you've been there for quite a while. So, Jeremiah, tell us what is going on at Epcot today.
So today was the third official opening of the 100th anniversary here at Epcot. And I say the first
third 100th. Got it.
Because, today was announced as the official kickoff of the 100th. But all we really got was Soarin' over California, some banners, and the Mickey statue, which again isn't a bad thing. I mean, that's been a bigger anniversary than we've had for some of the past stuff. But October 15th, 16th, which is the opening of Moana, Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. That's kind of a, really we're aiming into the anniversary. But then on December 5th, Walt's 122nd birthday, we celebrate Disney's 100th anniversary again, when that's when Luminous, the Symphony of Us, and Dreamer's Point, I don't know anymore. It really is like, today I was talking to people. This morning I was lucky enough to attend the Disney Ambassador announcement, which it is one of those special things. And I was talking to people, I'm like, I love attraction openings. I love, there's nothing that is Disney that I won't go to, but something like the Ambassador celebration is just as classic Disney as you can get. And for those of you who don't know, the Ambassador program was started in 1964-65 by Walt. Since he couldn't make it everywhere, he selected a cast member at Disneyland to be the first ambassador for Disneyland. And that tradition continued over to here in 1970 with Debbie Dane Brown. She was selected as the first Walt Disney World ambassador. And we've had, I don't remember how many they said since. I want to say it was like 80 something, which sounded way too high. I'm off. But then today they announced that the two new ambassadors were selected for the 2024-25. Wow, I can't even tell you what year it is. Yes, there they are. Amazing ladies. I got a chance to talk to them a little bit this morning. And I've gotten a chance to interview ambassadors for the past decade out here. And usually the first couple of times I talk to them, they're kind of like, these ladies, you can see the interview on our YouTube channel and on the article that was put up, talk like pros. And it was just one of those like, wow, I didn't, there are times where I'll like kind of lay out what I need and they'll just go. And they went and they were amazing.
Very cool. That is Serena and Shannon are the new Walt Disney World ambassadors.
So here I am at Epcot. I left Epcot. I came for that. I left Epcot. I came back. I got all of our photos and some of the videos and a cupcake and stuff this morning.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, there's something cool coming. And then I went over to the annual pass sale and then came back to Epcot, where I will probably be finishing out the rest of my life, it feels like, with Mac on the other end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I really enjoy walking around Epcot. It's not quite as fun being on this side of it, and not
Yeah.
actually being there in Epcot, but still not too bad. Still no
So,
seagulls.
and no water. It is dry
Still
as a
no
bone
water.
out
Yeah.
here. But instead of the cables that were hanging out, now they have rocks. So,
Well, there you go. Improvement.
I figure we will try to go into the land. Um,
Sure. Yes.
excuse me. I believe that we do okay going into the land, so we'll head in there so we can check what the line looks like for. Today was the first day of Soarin' over California, returning for regular park guests to Epcot in, I don't know how many years it's been.
Oh yeah.
2016 was the last time.
Yeah. So 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, not to the day, but
Yeah.
roughly 7 years ago. Yeah, that's exciting. I want to get back out to Epcot sometime soon to get on there. What is the wait time like for that today? Have you happened to check that?
So I went in and I wrote it this morning. Um, when I left, the lightning lane was all the way from the entrance of Soarin' all the way to the land. So that wasn't a good sign. No matter what the wait time sign, whatever the wait time was, it was still going to be longer. And the wait time was posted as 65 minutes, which for Soarin' isn't bad at all. But
Right, that's pretty normal.
yeah, I do think that, you know, the behind the technology, they adjust how many lightning lanes and everything they can do each day. And for Soarin' now, when it's been soaring around the world, it's not stagnant, but it's kind of gotten to the point where, yeah, it gets busy, but it's not slammed, and it's never, you can still get a lightning lane throughout the day. This,
Sure. And it is currently posted at 55 minutes. And also want to point out, it is updated in the Walt Disney World app. It does say Soarin' over California and reverted to the old logo.
oh, nice. Yeah, here again, I don't know how well our reception goes as we go down into the land, but there is nothing that says Soarin' over California except the one sign. The sign out here just is the same Soarin'. I looked at that the other day and took a picture just to make sure I wasn't going to be mistaken. And surprisingly, it's a really busy day at Epcot. This morning, the annual pass entrance line was backed up to jaw freeze.
Wow.
So, yeah. And for those of you who don't know, that's pretty deep. And the annual pass entrance line is only 3 touch points. Well, 6 touch points, where the rest of the lines were even deeper. So it's, as we walk around, you'll see some of the crowds out here. But it doesn't look like
that's surprising. It wasn't a busy day the last time we were out here. That was like 10 days ago. So
yeah. No, and I talked to people that didn't even know today was the, official, unofficial kind of sort of kickoff of the 100th.
No, because it wasn't, prominently advertised or anything. Like it was, we a lot of people, I think a lot of Disney fans specifically knew that Soarin' over California was returning today, but aside from that, not a whole lot more.
Yeah, there was a Parks blog post, quite a while ago, and that's the one that talked about the Mickey statue that was going to be put out. The same one that's in the town square at Disneyland was going to be put here next to the 100. And this morning when I was talking to cast members, they hadn't even heard about it. So it's one of those, like, they put out the Parks blog post and we never heard a single thing about it again.
Yeah.
And then today I was kind of like, no, this is the kickoff. So yeah, Soarin' now taking flight. They put a nice little magnet, or it actually looks like a magnet is on there, and it's not quite long enough to cover the old sign. All right, you kind of.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the nice puck.
Yeah, nice Disney 100 medallion on there.
Yeah. So yeah, they put that over. I mean, I really do want to reach up and see like how it's connected, but we don't endorse that here at Laughing Place.
No, definitely not.
I haven't come down here to pay attention in a long time, so I
All
don't.
right, Jeremiah, you are
remember
getting a
if-
little bit choppy as you approach Soarin here, so you might want to just stay back towards the middle of the building here.
Okay. Yeah, because that part is, part of the old underground. So.
Right.
Yeah,
no, it got like
they used to have a
it's still kind of
digital.
hooked up. Go ahead, you're
They
good.
used to have a digital sign that we wouldn't be able to see it from here. But they used to have a digital sign that used to run through the different locations, and it's no longer working. I don't know if it's been off for a while or if it's just because of this, and it just talks about flight 5505 or 5055. And then there's the Soarin over California gate announcement sign. And that's it. Like, going through the queue, exact same. Pre-shows are still Soarin. They didn't bring back the old hello and welcome to Soarin over California. We went in, saw it. I will say, I don't know if it was just because I was on the very end, but the film was, or the visuals were a bit wonky.
That's always going to be the case if you're on the end, regardless of which Soarin show you're watching. It's always a little bit warped.
But this one was definitely a new look that I felt. Hey, great, I did it. It brought people in. It's an exciting thing.
You said the pre-show was the same. Does that include the map, like as you see the flight taking you around the world?
No, and thank you for reminding me of that. It does start off with the clouds, with the locations flying at you, where it's like Palm Springs and Redwood Creek and those things. But then it kicks right into the same old Patrick Warburton pre-show that was adjusted for when Soarin was made, where they edit out Soarin over California and the little kid, nice work, pal. He used to have on his shirt next to the Grumpy a Disneyland logo, and now it's just Grumpy on his shirt.
Okay. Well, at least they changed out the map part, because that would have been pretty rough. But
and there's one of the new popcorn buckets that are the same that Disneyland has had. Also in the land at Sunshine Seasons, they have a annual pass cupcake and shake. They're both Oswald. The cupcake, and we have pictures of both those. The cupcake was very, very chocolatey, or very rich. It wasn't sweet chocolate. It was more of a dark chocolate.
Okay.
And to get it, you have to be an annual pass holder. And there have been times where you and I are both annual pass holders, have been annual pass holders. So we know you just show your card, or they just say, "Oh yeah, sure, let me get that." I was third degree. Like,
wow.
Can I get the cupcake? I need to see your ID and your annual pass.
Wow. It's a very exclusive cupcake.
Yeah, it was. It was a good cupcake. $7.99 cupcake, good. I don't know.
I mean, that's tough. The prices are always going to be, tough to live up to.
Yeah.
But if you enjoyed it, then.
Yeah, it was definitely a good one-time shot. Will I get it again? I'll probably get one more time because somebody will want the Oswald part of the cupcake. That's really why I bought it. When I heard about it, I was like, oh yeah, it's Oswald. I have to get it.
Well, and speaking of Oswald and annual pass holders can now get the Oswald magnet at Epcot as well.
Yes, which I got the last time I was here, and the line actually moved really quickly.
Oh, good. Okay.
So we're taking the long way up to the new Mickey and Minnie costumes meet and greet. But judging by, oh no, they're open. And again, I don't think I've ever walked into this building live streaming, so this could be just a bad choice all the way around. Oh, so it's only Minnie right now.
Okay, interesting.
But yeah, it's her in her 100th outfit. They spruced up the ground, so it's the 100th logo that they've had. Of course, the curtains in the background and in the foreground are all bedazzled. So yeah, earlier it was Mickey and Minnie. Now it's just Minnie.
That's interesting because I mean I could see them alternating, but if they were meeting together earlier, then
yeah, I don't feel like that's an alternating one. I feel like they're, Mickey may have really had some cheese craving or something and headed out to get it.
So that medallion, that Disney 100 medallion we saw on Soarin, have you seen that anywhere else?
Yes, as we walk back, you'll see it a couple more times. So today, not only is the 100th anniversary, October 16th, early, we also got 2 and the thread of a third food booths opening today for the first time. And I say thread of the third because the swirled showcase that was the former Starbucks location didn't open today. And at one point I walked by there and there was a wall of cast members with event guides just like handing them out, going, nope, sorry, we're not open. But around the other booths, they have spruced up, and we'll see one as we walk down the Rose Garden.
Yeah, that one in particular is one that I'm really excited to get out to.
Yeah, the smells this morning or this afternoon were just so good. It's one of those days, and the temperature has cooled down quite a bit since even our last walk and talk. I mean, it's still a little warm right now, but it's not. It'll get very nice as soon as the sun starts to dip down a little bit more in the west. So it is a good night to be out at Epcot. And also, tonight starts the new 100th anniversary Spaceship Earth show.
Oh, okay. Gonna have to get out there to see that.
Yeah. Hopefully, not hopefully. We'll definitely have video of that sometime
Long
tonight,
day,
tomorrow. It really has. Again, not complaining at all. Had a great day yesterday out at Kennedy Space Center, which you can see all the amazing food that I got to experience.
Yeah.
And then the ambassador ceremony, which, if you want to see people cry, that's the way to go.
But even back it up a day, and you were here at Epcot for Space 220.
And then back it up 2 days before that was when I was at Legoland. I was. Somebody was asking me, he's like, "So how's it been?" I'm like, I really don't know what I've done from week to week. Again,
real quick, I haven't been sorry, I haven't been intentionally ignoring comments, but hi Richard. Donna is here. She says Mickey was there too earlier in the day, as Jeremiah saw. Hi, Mr. Bob Newell.
Hey. So, okay, this is the point where if my phone dies, it'll be because we're working on this. In honor of Disney 100, this mural showcases 100 of the most beloved characters from Disney storytelling. Enchanting newcomers and classic characters alike are waiting to be found, with a few decked out in their D100 finest. Which is funny because D100 I always thought was just what we called it, and now it is officially in verbiage.
Yeah, which is good. Now I feel like we have permission.
Yeah. So it lists the 100. There are some very strange ones, and then there are some that I never thought I would see again. So we'll kind of start,
Yeah, I
That's
saw Ariel
Ariel.
right there. Now, did it say some characters are in their D100 finest?
Yes, and by the
Okay.
sum, it means the Sensational Six or
Okay.
Super Seven. I don't know if Chippendale. I don't remember if they were in there. But yeah, all the main characters. You know, Daisy.
There is something so Epcot or 2020's Epcot about having this beautiful mural put on construction walls with blocking.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see. I completely missed Remy. This is the third time I've looked at this, and I'm still finding characters.
If I think about, let me know.
All the way down to Fisher far left. Yeah. So we have Basil Rathbone from the
Very
Great
cool.
Mouse
Love that one.
Detective. Yeah. The Rescuers.
Oh, the Rescuers.
Mary Poppins, Winnie the Pooh,
Yes.
Hercules and Meg, Jasmine, Aladdin, and the Magic Carpet. Can't forget the Magic Carpet.
Okay,
So
yeah.
here's the one that I stopped and just about lost it. Duffy and Ellie Mae. Yeah.
Very cool. I like that.
I we've been teased that they're going to return at some point, but that is definitely a hard focus on them. We have Pocahontas. See, everybody's asking it. I'm like, I know exactly where they are. Tiana, the characters from Luca.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Sorry.
Now, I know one of them is Luca, and I can't remember what the other. It's, Silencio Bruno. No, that's not. I also love that they put these random characters or family members. Some are, dressed up. But some of the characters look like they were just stickers on, but they all have shadows. So they put some effort into this.
Interesting. Okay.
Mowgli and Baloo. And then we head down into Germany. We got Snow White and the Dwarfs, Rapunzel, Mulan and Mushu, Miguel, and I can never remember what his dog's name is.
Dante.
Thank you. Oh. Somebody I knew yelled that at, so it's something. Olaf, and then the sisters, along with the fire lizard. Again, nobody's yelling to me.
Bernie?
It's Bern. Yeah, it's Bernie, something like that. But this is stuff that I love. Like, they put in these sisters that are, bounding or just dressed up as the sister.
Yeah.
And then they have the giant puck. Now we get into the point where I'm like, okay, some of these, wow. And some of them are like, oh my God, I never thought I'd see them again. So, of course, we have the Incredibles and the Orange Bird,
Kyle's favorite,
and Van Elliott. Yes. Mickey and Minnie in their finest.
Oh, I know them.
And then Dreamfinder.
Yeah, Figment you expect. Dreamfinder, maybe not so much.
But then we get into Horse Color. The, Ember and Wade from Elemental. I got that one. Chippendale in their 100. Joy. Wait for it.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Toad in front of Test Track.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of them are placed strategically, like they're in the the pavilion that they would be in. But yeah, Mr. Toad at Test Track. I mean, I guess it's a wild ride, right?
So Lightning, this is one that I'm very happy is there. Hortensia and Oswald. And then we again head into the what?
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay. So they did a lot of classic Epcot. That's cool.
Yeah, we have Kronk and Nemo. The sisters run really fast when they're painting this mural. And then we have Stitch, Buzz, Eve, Wally, these kids that are, I don't know what they're looking at and freaking out about, but
they just got off Mission Space.
Yeah, well, they're looking towards Guardians, so that's one.
Yeah.
Spike the Bee, which again, Epcot. And here's one. I'm pretty sure I could stand here and maybe 1 in 100 people will be identify this as a character.
Is that Vacation Merlin?
It is Vacation Merlin. Good.
Love that.
Peter and Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. I don't know if Tafiti counts, but then we have Moana and Pua.
Oh, you're going to have to go back through all of them and count to make sure that Tafiti counts or not.
Nope. I'll check the wall where it says. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, which are huge. Like,
that is weird.
Yeah. Pluto, Lady and the Tramp. This is one that I missed in my photos. I took photos, went back, took photos again, then we're like, oh, I forgot. Animal. So, now Mac, let's talk about which characters you would really expect to see here at Epcot on this giant mural.
Yeah, I mean, I think we went through pretty much all the ones that I would have expected to see. Figment being, that's not one of them.
Yeah, Elliot shows up, and then we have Hero and Baymax.
Very cool.
Here's the Tinkerbell that the person was asking for, and she's very conspicuous.
Yeah.
Goofy. Donald.
I was just going to ask, did we see Donald yet? There he is. Okay.
And then Aisha and
Wish.
Star. Let's see. World Showcase.
So cute. What's this do? Actually, I think there's
Oh, man.
I don't know if we can see. Oh, yeah. Aisha and Star, yes. So.
The name is just Star.
Yeah. World Celebration. Oh, there it is. World Nature. Moana and Pua. Nope. Tafiti
Okay,
is not
Tafiti is not one of the characters.
Yeah.
So, bonus character there.
Yeah, so looking at this.
Oh, there's Goofy. Oh, Tinkerbell?
What? Wait.
Oh, wow,
That's cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
I need you to look that up for me.
Oh, wait. That,
Asha and Star.
that's May. That's,
Oh,
Turn
okay,
red.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did they have Merlin actually listed as Vacation Merlin?
Oh, I did not check. Let's go over and look at that. Here, we can look this way while I look over. He was in Celebration or Discovery? Nope, Discovery. Just Merlin.
Just Merlin, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I love that they dressed him in that outfit. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So here is one of the two that opened, Bubbles and Brine, and they have the 100th, it's not iridescent, but that sure looks iridescent to me. Jumbo shrimp cocktail, as I learned yesterday, an astronaut's favorite meal.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. You want some Dom Perignon?
Oh, wow.
I would hope that had alcohol.
So that's cool. So Bubbles and Brine is the name of that booth. The one that I'm excited about is the one right in front of you, though.
Yeah, World Showcase. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Which yesterday, or the day before, whenever I was here last, we thought that was about to open, and I think everybody didn't even say in the Parks blog it was supposed to open today.
Yeah, I believe that was the date that it was set for.
Yeah, and those cast members that should be in the counter are still out there, so it'll open at some point.
I need to get out there when it does because I need to try my apple cinnamon soft serve. That sounds really good.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you look straight ahead, it's not a opening weekend busy, but it's still pretty busy out here.
And yes, sorry, just confirming that it was scheduled to open today. So, I'll run through real quick the menu of that Swirled Showcase. They have the Mickey shaped liquid nitro cake. They have soft serve in a waffle cone in vanilla, apple cinnamon, and salted caramel. Give me that apple cinnamon salted caramel swirl, please. I don't know if that's available, but I will be doing that if I can. A cream soda float with vanilla soft serve, a Fanta grape float with vanilla soft serve, and then they have a variety of beverages as well.
Yeah, and I think that's probably going to be one that'll be sticking around. That was the former Starbucks location that sat empty for 6-7 months.
Right, as Connections was being worked on.
Yeah, that's where it relocated. So Canada is still, it seems like it's even gotten more under work since the last time we were here.
Somehow it looks taller.
Yeah. Well, now it's just trees, but.
Well, yeah. Question from Alexander as we're looking at the trees. Cosmic ride today, Jeremiah. Did you get yourself a boarding group?
No. This morning, again, with everything going on today, I forgot the annual pass sale is going on, and that was something I had the discussion about because I got the pass for the first day, but then again, I was at Space 220 and didn't make it to my return time. So today I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I did not buy a single thing for myself, but just to go and see, and you have to do it. So I was talking to somebody, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to get my return time," and I reached my phone. And they're like, "Oh no, don't worry, it's not till 8." I'm like, okay, that's right. And then like 8:03. Oh, that's right. I forgot to get the return time. So I was like number 89 or something, and that didn't kick in until almost 2 something or other. So,
wow.
Yeah, and it was, I've talked to people that were there on the first day when it was empty, and then I've talked to people that went there today, and it was quite busy.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I learned something today based on that sale. You may have seen the Guardians of the Galaxy quote-unquote neon sign. Yeah, I purchased that at full price, which I want to say was $150. That is available at that sale for $24.99. So.
Oh, it's not there anymore, so don't feel bad.
No, oh, it's not? Okay.
No, that's not there. They had many Disney Cruise Line ships that were there the first day that are no longer there. But don't worry, those 3 different lightsaber hilts, Cal Kestis, Plu, and Leia are all still there. And I can attest to that because my roommate needed them, so. So I think I hear the band, so let's walk back here a little bit. Oh, you can always tell when somebody knocks down a light post because there's a new table for food and wine. We won't spend too long back here because this music will definitely ding us really quick. But
live music and live entertainment in general at Epcot is always
yeah, and it's got a good crowd. People are rocking out. Cut through the perfume and tea shop. Yeah, and again, anybody that's watching, please jump in, ask questions, give us something to talk about. Mac and I do this quite often, especially here.
Exclusively here, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I have a
hold on.
question for you, actually.
Mac, here's something. You didn't do this the other day.
Oh.
I'm not going to try it because. Yeah. Go on. I'm sorry.
You noticed some interesting Halloween-themed mannequins in the park earlier today.
Oh. Do you have that picture to show?
I can get it. Hang on. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I walked into Creations, the cafe or the store.
Or Creation Shop, yeah.
Yes, and since they have the Halloween merchandise out, like, oh, that's interesting. And then the mannequins in there have had mirror faces, so they're very reminiscent of like Black Hole and some of the sci-fi films. And none of those give me nightmares. This one gives me a nightmare. And Mac is still getting it there.
I am working on trying to get it pulled up here.
Yeah, so it's just the faces are usually, as I said, mirror or plain or white. And for some reason, somebody in merchandising decided to say, hey, let's give folks nightmare fuel. Not the show from Halloween Horror Nights, but mannequins.
If you're ready for that nightmare fuel, here it comes.
I just don't understand it.
Now, to be clear, we're on the same page here, right? Now, you just don't understand candy corn and why people like it. That's what we're talking about here?
No, we've had this discussion. I actually like candy corn. But
just only the white part?
No, I enjoy the entire piece of corn that is not corn at all. I have learned that I enjoy the candy corn more than the candy corn pumpkins because the candy corn pumpkins can be a little bit much. Just regular candy corn. But having those as faces is...
Yeah, that was pretty nightmarish, pretty startling.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that they should, like next year's Halloween Horror Nights, be like, the killer candy corn maze.
I feel like the direction this morning was, hey, go dress the mannequins for Halloween, and someone took that a little too far.
Yeah. But it's not so much 100th merchandise, it is the new Epcot merchandise, which we got a preview of on the Parks blog a few days ago. We had an article, and now we have the actual photos of the merchandise up. Sadly, the Spaceship Earth, the one that lights up, the one they had on display was not lighting up, so I did not get to see what it actually does. I would love to have bought it and held it, and then all of a sudden it does the magic band and triggers with the show, but I don't think that's the case.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. You're right. Donna is a candy corn fan. As I tell Doobie each year, candy corn with salted peanuts, so good. And hi, Colin. Thanks for joining us.
We are definitely in full food and wine swing out here, according to the people that just walked by me, drunk singing.
So we're talking about the stuff that was added for the start of the Disney 100 celebration. What have we not seen yet so far, Jeremiah?
The only thing that we have not seen is the Mickey statue that we had previously seen at Disneyland in Town Square. They put it in front of the 100, which to me was the only thing in my head that registered as something that was coming for the 100th. And that was, everybody's like, oh yeah, the cupcake, this, that. And I'm like, where's the Mickey? Okay, he's there. The mural is a lot of fun. That was something that is so engaging with everybody. As you saw me doing it, everybody else around me was trying to do the same thing. And as it says, find their favorite character.
Right.
And I am sad that it didn't make it back into World Showcase much. There could, of course, be something that I've completely missed and we'll walk into American Adventure, and there'll be a brand new mural that screams Disney 100, and Dreamers Point is all of a sudden put up there. But today, when I was looking for everything, there was nothing that came back this way.
Donna asks, how busy has the Remy ride been lately? I can tell you right now, it has a 90-minute wait, which is the second longest in the park, only behind Frozen Ever After at 1:15. So Jeremiah was not kidding. It is a busy day at Epcot today.
Yeah. I mean, hold on. Look at just the bodies in the Morocco entrance area. When usually we'll walk by here and there's absolutely nobody.
Right. Now you do have a performance going on, so that alters that a little bit, but that's where the crowd is for that.
Yeah, and then when this breaks, this is a pretty good crowd.
Let's hear it for Atlas Fusion.
I was going to say, this is Atlas Fusion.
We hope you enjoy the rest of your adventure here at Epcot.
Hi, Jeannie. Jeannie wants to know, has a date been given for the Walt statue? So we know World Celebration is set to open in December. That's all we know so far, unless Jeremiah knows more than I do.
Nope. Again, October 16th, December 5th. Those somewhere in between those 2 days. I am sure that we will, once the date is officially announced, we will have multiple articles about it. You can actually purchase a not so mini statue of Walt right now in his Dreamer's Point pose, and then there's also the ornament and the pin that we've decided looks like anybody but Walt.
Yeah, it's a little off. I think we can say that.
Yeah. No, and that's one of those ones that when I first saw the Walt mini statue, I didn't see it in person first. And to me, the pose looked a little off. Seeing it in person, it looks really nice. It will absolutely be something that'll join my other Walt statues. But the ornament looks really nice. And then the pin, again, if you're not sure what we're talking about, just head over to Laughing Place, check out our article about that merchandise, and you can zoom in on his face that could be any person in TV that you've ever thought looked like they were grumpy. I mean, just look at the crowds here in Japan.
Yeah, definitely a busy day at Epcot. And I wonder, is that the same across the board?
I know when I was driving past the Magic Kingdom parking lot earlier, it wasn't as bad as it has been, but tonight was also a party night, which again could be the reason why Epcot is extra busy. Mickey's Not So Scary parties do affect all the other parks.
And then you'll see the parks empty out as the party begins.
Yeah. Wow, the Kakagori extended their line, so now it almost goes down to the funnel cake. I forgot who was performing tonight at the Eat to the Beat. Oh, it's like they're singing to each other.
All right, I am also trying to. I'm working on pulling up the Walt statue and pin. Gotta clear some space for it.
Tonight is Amigos Invisibles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one of those surprising ones, because usually the weekends are, more of a bigger name. Again, I'm not saying that Amigos Invisibles are not a major name. I've just never heard of them.
That's fair, but I have not heard of a lot of the lists, so
yeah,
but that's more of a me problem than anything else. Real quick, here is that Walt pin we were talking about.
Can you zoom in on the face at all?
I don't think I can. No. No, I don't see any way for me to do that. But yeah, it's. I mean, you can see it from here that it's not the waltiest.
Yeah.
Now the statue, I will say, or statuette or whatever you want to call it, that looks a lot better.
Yes. And I even made a point to take an up close picture of the face, just so we could kind of get that.
Yeah.
And then I was lucky enough to be at D23, still the expo, not the Ultimate Fan event, last year to see the actual Dreamer Point statue. So it looks, the statue and the mini statue look very similar. Yes, Donna, I agree. Art was definitely one of those. So even though I couldn't take pictures backstage this morning when I was heading back there for the ambassador ceremony, they don't blindfold us. We're not going to the Bat Cave or anything. And I was able to find out finally, because I think Doobie asked me this every single time, of what those cranes are for. They are still dismantling the barges from Harmonious.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and when we're pulling in there, I thought, oh, those are new barges. Nope, they're clearly the Harmonious barges, and they're taking everything apart very delicately. So it's great that they're going to reuse all those pieces from the multi-million-dollar show that ran for 18 months.
Yeah, I'm sure they can repurpose a whole lot of it.
Yeah.
Not saying you're going to see the barges as a whole come back, but I'm sure they can reuse bits and pieces. Is Sergio out in Italy right now? I saw a crowd over there.
Yeah.
Oh, is that just mine? Oh, it is Sergio.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's in there.
There he is.
I'll see how close we can get.
Oh, he's going for the long throw right now. Here it comes.
Yeah. Okay.
I just watched Sergio's full show for the first time about a week ago.
He is very entertaining.
He's great, yeah.
Yeah. And while live entertainment still hasn't returned to pre-COVID days here, I guess it technically has, but I still think of the earlier days where the World Showcase players and every pavilion had something going on. Sergio, the Voices of Liberty, of course.
The drummers in Japan.
Yeah, and the live music in UK. Gives you
mariachi.
Yes, Mariachi Cobre, who are amazing. You guys should go follow them on Instagram. They are some amazing performers. Yes. And they had been here at Epcot since day one, along with the Voices of Liberty.
There's also I don't know what you call it, the balancing act performer in France. It's been a while since I've seen him, but I believe he's returned as well.
Yeah, I mean, stuff that we're still missing, like the dragon dancers in China. I still am waiting for the teddy bear store to reopen here.
Jacob asked, where in Epcot are you? Currently, we are back in the Germany pavilion, making our way around World Showcase.
I wish that I'd been here more recently on a Friday night to actually see the crowd level and say it's higher, but it definitely seems much busier than it has most nights that I've been here. I mean, again, your precious beer cart, Mac, is probably a 15-minute queue.
I will say I rarely get drinks or even food from the normal quick service stands because there's always a festival going on with new things for me to try. So it's difficult to find a favorite, existing location in Epcot.
Speaking of existing locations in Epcot, have you heard the new Blink-182 song? It just debuted yesterday.
I have not, no.
It is really good.
Okay, interesting. That makes a lot of sense because I was today is Hasbro PulseCon for those of you who care about that sort of thing. And there was a Marvel.
For those of you who partake,
right? There was a Marvel presentation, and he opened up with a joke about Blink-182, and I was wondering the relevance of that. But that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, their first new album with the entire original lineup is coming soon, but the first song with all Blink-182 debuted yesterday, and this morning when I got in my car, that was the first thing I heard. I'm like, that's a really good song. It's very Blinky, but it's also, one of those ones where you're like, yeah, that, you can tell certain bands from the 5 notes that they start off with, and that is one of them.
Well, you said that song is very Blinky. I prefer my songs to be more Clyde, but that's fine.
Jeez.
little Pac-Man joke for you there.
Yeah.
Jacob wants to know, can you see Mickey and Minnie near the Pixar Short Festival before 5:30? Jacob, we did head over there earlier in this video. Only Minnie was out at the time, which we thought was pretty interesting, but you can go back in this video and check that out.
Yeah, and we have photos. They are out in their 100th anniversary costume that we have already seen at Disneyland. It's just over here now. So, I mean, that's one of the things. Disneyland has been celebrating the 100th anniversary. I couldn't even tell you for how many months. So,
since the 99th anniversary, I think.
Yes. So we have the purple 100th anniversary popcorn bucket, and then we have the characters in their costumes. So far, we've only seen Mickey and Minnie here. I did see Goofy this morning briefly at the event I went to, but I didn't go take pictures because as I walked in, I looked to my left, and there was Hercules. And yeah, that's one of those characters I just jumped right to. And if you go watch the opening of the ambassador ceremony, they have 3 singers singing songs from Moana, Hercules, and Pocahontas, which was, I want to say it's the arrangement that was from the last show at Fantasyland Theater in Disneyland before they started the Lion King show, where it's kind of the 3 of them singing together and the characters doing their poses. But I couldn't tell you the last time I had seen Hercules out just by himself. So I waited, far too long for Hercules.
Yeah, that's fair though, because you're right. That is a character that you don't see out very often. I did pull up the image. Here we go. We have Mickey and Minnie in their 100th. Jeremiah saw earlier today. And again, you can see them over by the Pixar short films, over by Imagination.
Or as I kept wanting to blurt out in my head while somebody was asking me where it is, Captain EO or the Magic Eye Theater. I know the names and what things are in these places, but when all my childhood life was focused on those, what they were, when I'm put under pressure to try to name what's going on there, I'm like, I mean, we're lucky that I don't call Soarin Food Rocks.
That would be pretty extreme because those are very different attractions.
Yeah.
It's a little threatening.
This booth over here is busy, and that rain that we were supposed to get, it said when I got out of the car, it's like, 30 minutes light rain. And I'm kind of like, okay, where's my light rain, people?
Well, I will tell you, it has rained here, so it's coming.
It'll get here 5 minutes before the new Spaceship Earth show starts later tonight.
Right. Oh, exactly. Of course. We are. You're talking to the right people here. Happy Halloween. It is September, but Jeremiah and I are 100% on board with that.
Oh, yeah. We've been celebrating Halloween, since the
September
first week of, the cloud covers it's getting kind of ominous around here.
It is.
Norway with Frozen Ever After.
Loki season 2 coming up very soon. You can see Loki.
Isn't that November 11th or?
No, it is October 5th.
That makes sense. What's November 11th?
November is the Marvels. November 11th sounds right. I'm not 100% certain of that. Well, no, the 11th is a Saturday, so maybe the 10th.
Or now the midnight premiere happens on like 5 days before the midnight premiere.
Yeah. Yes, November 10th is the official release date of the Marvels.
So we're walking up to the Wandering Reindeer shop, which pre-COVID was the exit shop of when you went and met Anna and Elsa, and it was purely a princess shop. Since then, they've really just kind of given it up. So now they have the Wandering Oakens pop-up portraits.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and this area has had crofts and stuff in it since everything. Oh, I'm sorry, and sauna. Since everything reopened, and this photo op has been here, the portrait, but just today they put up the banner and kind of the signs and stuff. And again, we have all this showcased in an article that may be up already.
I believe so. Yes, I saw it.
Today was definitely one of those days of like, I don't know what is actually gone up or not. Yeah, they turned an empty space into a cute little portrait area. I kind of suggested to PhotoPass, actually having Wandering Oaken in there, or even bring over Olaf from the studios. But that's outside of all of our pay ranges.
Has there been a Wandering Oaken character in the parks?
Not here.
Okay.
Where I just saw one. I know Paris has had them before with some of their stuff. Oh no, we didn't have. I thought possibly back in the day where some point this will be an urban legend that nobody will believe. When they had ice skating at Disney Hollywood Studios, it was the Wandering Oakens. That ranks up there with having, the Zephyr Rock and Roller Dome at Pleasure Island, where you roller skated while drinking. Ice skating in Florida, to me, just sounds like a horrible idea all the way around.
But did you do it?
Of course I did. I know how to ice skate. Ice skating is a fun, ice skating and roller skating. I used to roller skate a lot as a kid, and then ice skating I picked up. I would take my niece to her ice skating lessons, and then I started ice skating. I can't even think of who the famous ice skater is, but I definitely enjoyed it.
Currently, I have no idea, but Michelle Kwan? I could see you doing that, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Very, very graceful.
The tutu that just was never fit me right.
No, I enjoy ice skating as well. It's one of my favorite ways to fall down.
I've always wanted to go ice skating in Rockefeller Center, and every time I go up there and I walk by, I look down and like, that looks like Bedlam.
Oh yes, yeah, absolutely. As is just New York City in the holiday season in general. But we have gotten so far off topic now.
Isn't that why they have us do this? So Noodle Exchange.
Now, aside from the Swirled Showcase not actually being open, we are at the point now where all of the Food and Wine booths are open now, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, the Char and Chop is the other one we were walking up to. And earlier, the smell coming out of here was just amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's still amazing. I can
smell it. Take a look at that menu for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Roasted porchetta. We got the grilled impossible spicy sausage. That sounds good.
And the meat assortment.
Yeah.
It's a plate of meat.
I mean, listen, I'm on. You had me at meat.
Well, it doesn't look like this is super popular right now. Like, I'm surprised there isn't, but earlier this was definitely a busy one. And you can see it has the adornment of the Disney 100. Yeah. here's a better look. Oh,
I was going to ask, do they have the menu with the pictures? And
Yeah.
oh yeah, that looks so good.
yeah, that portrait looks amazing.
Yeah. Now the 100 medallion, did they also put that on the existing booths or just the new ones?
Just the new ones, and I questioned that also. I was like, that's very interesting. And then
Yeah.
again, what
And
we're
that
talking about.
lamp, it's a celebratory lamppost.
Yes, and the same with the small pennants that are just hanging behind it. I saw that this morning and I went, that's probably one of the most random decorations they could do.
Is it just the video, or are those just blank white flags?
No, they're the iridescent or whatever color is celebrating the 100. But yeah, looking at it like that, it's just the plane. And then another medallion.
It's almost like they want this to be a photo backdrop there, but it's kind of in a weird spot.
Yeah. And then we have the Disney 100 banners. Again, these are things that have been out in California for a while, so they have all the characters. But it's very interesting because, again, it is festival season, or should we just call it Festival Park? So there's the Disney 100s, and then there's another festive lamppost, and then on the other side there's. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the other one, Wine and Wedge. So I apologize. There's actually 4 booths, only 3 of which are open.
So a wine and cheese booth here.
Yeah.
Which, listen, you got a meat booth and a cheese booth right next to each other, so they're going to stop me a couple times there.
Yeah, that's Southern pimento cheese.
That sounds good. I love Boston cheese as well, so that sounds really good. This is going to be a top for sure. As long as it's a day like today where it's not too hot.
Yeah, here comes, I can feel the rain about to hit because it just dropped about 5 degrees.
All right, well, let's get over to that Mickey statue, and so we can wrap things up here for today.
And then I will probably, for the first time this season, end up having some Canadian bacon soup. Because that sounds really good right now. Yeah, so here's some of the Disney 100 banners, and they have these up at the entrance of the park, throughout the park, but this walkway, they did a great job of kind of making this the approach, which when those walls come down will look amazing.
I'm sorry, Alexander got me with this comment. He said, I feel fine when I drink the Grimace shake at McDonald's. Have you tried that?
Oh, yeah. No, I had it. I think I tried it 3 times. Because the first time was like, oh, I'll do it. And the second time was like, I need to actually try this. And the third time, I think it was the last day they had it. And I'm like, yeah, no, it didn't get better.
Okay.
I mean, it's not.
Well, I know we both tried the pickle shake. Yeah, we tried the pickle shake at Epcot, and that was neither of us really loved that.
No. Oh, and they have, even though they said it was going to be gradual removing the pixie dust or pixie dusting the statues that were put up for the 50th, I think everyone I've seen, they've removed the 50th medallion and painted over the iridescence. So.
It makes sense. I would assume they would prioritize Epcot with the 100th being this. Epcot is the hub of the 100th celebration. So,
yes, and we are about to see the exact center of the 100th celebration.
With that Mickey statue that we, like you said earlier, we saw at Disneyland. What feels like a year ago at this point.
Yeah, it does, and the color here seems a little bit different. I mean, I need to see the one at Disneyland a little bit more, but yeah,
it could just be lighting.
Yeah. We'll probably have some pictures of that later on, because I'm not going anywhere for a few hours. So we'll head into the shop a little bit as the sprinkles hit, but it does feel very nice. Not cupcakes, sadly. Just raindrops keep falling on my head.
How are your eyes doing?
They're good, and I also remember yesterday, so thank you. Yeah, so over here,
some of the walls down at Moana/Water, which is what I'm going to call this attraction from now on.
No, they are still up. I believe it is Sunday, the annual pass preview started, and if you are an annual pass holder, you don't need to make reservations to go in, but you have to have reservations in the park to come in, and then you can tour it. I think by now, by the time the actual media event opens, we'll have already covered this 4 times, maybe 5. So.
Jeannie with a good point regarding the Mickey statue. Didn't they remove the one at Disneyland to put up the pumpkin?
I have not seen, but that is what I've heard. So
I mean, that makes sense. That's what's there this time of year. So,
and then it'll be gone with the Christmas tree because that's Christmas tree point.
There's the Walt statue we took a look at earlier.
This is the end of the line for the ornaments. I'm sorry, the magnet. So
yeah,
it's not too bad.
Magnets. Yeah, not bad at all, actually.
I love this bright pattern. It's kind of the new take on Epcot with the different pavilions. I actually haven't gotten a chance to look at this. Let's do a little bit of searching.
I know, sorry.
So we have Nemo, and then Mission Space, Test Track, Remy, Olaf, Figment, just World Showcase. Groot, Star-Lord, another astronaut,
cool.
Mickey. I'm guessing that's going to be for Luminous. Mission Space, along with an Elsa snowflake, a Ravager badge, and the monorail. I do feel like how many times this astronaut is in there is like this will just be a standby for future.
Yeah. That's cool though. You don't see a lot of merchandise that blends Guardians of the Galaxy or Marvel at all with other pieces of the park. So it's cool to see that. This is the Epcot statue.
Yeah.
Again, listen, I am bitter right now given the timing of this, but I will wait until I can get this for $24.99.
Somehow I don't think that'll get there because I remember the last time they put out this statue, it never made it to anything too discounted. And this does light up, and you can kind of...
Yeah, you can see it a little bit in the video here.
Yeah, it's like green and purple right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go. There's blue.
Yeah, that is really cool. I like that a lot.
125, and then they have... they also have the same... Sorry, my hand is not working. They have a kid's sweatshirt with that, and that's just the kids pattern. And then we have the adult pattern on a hoodie or zip up.
Like that.
And then,
of course, there's a Spirit jersey.
Yeah, if anybody needs a Spirit jersey.
Oh.
My phone just got really mad at me. I don't know what are the gimbals. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the Spirit jersey has the same pattern at the bottom. And then, talk about the same pattern everywhere. I don't remember the same when I could find a Dooney & Bourke with the same pattern that is on the kids' sweatshirt.
Or to match your Spirit jersey, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then we have the new Loungefly ears.
Very nice.
And something that was pointed out, all of these bows are different.
Oh, cool.
Because, I shouldn't say... Yeah, it's the pattern, but, where the fold lies.
Sure, yes.
Different.
So it's like, they're handmade.
Yeah. Sure they're.
Well, they're handmade.
Yeah. And then, again, the men's shirt, which, they definitely stepped up the game on this one. This one is almost a certain other company's level.
Yeah, it is. I do like that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
And it looks like it was nice and light.
It is very thin, which again is one of those how thin is it? And again, something that I can't remember the last time we actually saw. It's a women's cut shirt.
Yeah, that's nice.
So those are the main things, and then if we head over here, they actually put out some pins. Just a new Epcot pin, and then a mystery pin box, which I'm kind of surprised about. But it's just, yeah, there we go. That's as clear as I can get it. So it has Mickey, Minnie, Stitch, Olaf, Remy, Figment, Crush, and Nemo.
Okay.
And
I'm not a pin collector, but I do like that. That's a cool collection.
Yeah, no, this set I really enjoy.
Oh, yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, because it has World Discovery, Celebration, and Nature, along with the World Showcase. Again, just random characters.
I was going to say, some interesting character choices there. Like, did we know that Joy is going to be one of the characters meeting in Communicore or something?
Yeah, and then
Cogsworth, World Showcase.
Pua, I can understand with World Nature, but... And then Buzz.
Yeah, at least Buzz, there's the topiary there every year for Flower and Garden. So there's that, but
new ornaments.
Oh, I love that stained glass.
Yeah, this one is really nice, and it's a hard plastic, so it won't break when any type of animals knocking around off a Christmas tree. Yeah, this one's really nice. So they have a Disney 100 Magic Band, or I'm sorry, Apple Watch band, and then they have this in the realm of merchandise I never thought I would see. Not this phone case. What would be 2 Disney classic attractions you would never expect to see? And when I say Disney classic, like Disney created them. It's not an IP that we just put on a different thing.
What would I not expect to see on a phone case?
Yes. Or in general.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the classic Epcot stuff we talk about, like Kitchen Cabaret, things like that. Captain EO. Wait, what? That's interesting.
Yeah, I couldn't even take a picture. And the wallpaper is Figment as Haunted Mansion wallpaper.
Oh, I do like that.
Yeah, that is one, like, because it's not going to last. It'll be one that the 5 of us will buy, and then that'll be it. And then, of course, we have...
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah,
whoever he is, he's there.
Better, yeah. So
right. Well, I mean, you're here now, Jeremiah. You got to go see your mannequin friends again.
Oh, yeah, thanks for that. I was really forgetting about this. Also,
I don't think you'll ever forget about it.
No. If you do... No, guys. Some people recognize me from my other persona. So, yeah, there's your nightmare.
Love it. Perfect.
Yes, and if you don't happen to make it over to the annual pass sale and you do want some of the Infinity Gems, they're available full price here.
Oh, wait, the stones are there too?
Well, they have... Oh, yes, at the sale? Yeah, they have the orb and all those, yeah.
Oh, no, that might be a problem.
Well, when I went, they had... The thing is, it turns into just a big random grouping. Like, it's like you're walking a Black Friday sale at Walmart, where they just throw stuff in the aisles.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know what you're going to find on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Hey, nice shirt, Jeremiah.
Well, thank you. It was provided by Roosevelt. It is a Disney 100 shirt. Completely forgot about Reflection. Also, the Eye of Agamotto is $99, where like everything else seems to be $49.
Wait, really? Because they were originally $99 each.
Yeah, the orb is $49. The Ether is 49. The Tesseract's 49. Loki's Scepter doesn't say, but I would guess that's probably either 99 or 120.
All right. Well, sorry, I was looking for our banner to explain your Roosevelt shirt. But I'm just gonna put this one up instead.
Has a story for everything and seems to know everyone.
Well, yeah, that one we know.
So we are seeing a lot of these like different sales going on. A buy one get one for a discount.
Mm-hmm.
And this used to be when I would come around this time at the end of the fiscal year. There would always be different sales going on, but I haven't seen any. I want to say it's been at least 10 years since when I came out here to move. They had a few, but now it is pretty prevalent. You can find like the new emos costumes are $7 each when you buy 3. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Also, again, it is very busy.
Yeah, it is definitely a busy day at Epcot. If you joined us late, we took a walk around the park to check out the. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna want that.
I don't know if this is new.
What was that? Oh, is that just a little water bottle?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
But yeah, we walk around the park to check out the new Disney 100 celebration editions here at Epcot. Soarin over California has returned to Epcot as well. What else? What else did we talk about, Jeremiah?
The Mickey, the decorations.
Yeah, all the Disney 100 celebration stuff.
Yeah, we just took a look. It's a normal Mack and Jeremiah walks Epcot show.
All right. Well, do we have anything? Okay. Do we have anything else before we wrap things up here, Jeremiah?
I do not believe so, other than it definitely smells like rain out here.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think you're about to get caught in some rain for a while, so you might want to hide out there for a little bit as you wait for the Spaceship Earth nighttime show for the Disney 100 celebration.
It's probably right when the storm will actually.
Right. All right. Well, we don't have anything else on the schedule anytime soon, so nothing coming up. But, as always, be sure to keep an eye on the Laughing Place YouTube channel for any new content. Check out laughingplace.com for all your latest Disney. I almost said Marvel news. That's my typical wrap-up for Zach's life. All your latest Disney news, so laughingplace.com for that. Anything you got going on, Jeremiah?
I'm going to be sleeping for the weekend, and then I'll be out in California for the week. If you're a Disneyland regular, you can definitely look for me probably Wednesday and some of Thursday. If you happen to be a Not Scary Farm fan, definitely look for me on Thursday, because Not Scary Farm is my home, and that's what I grew up going to, and with the 50th anniversary. And I believe Mike posted some stuff. I don't know. We should have, because he was there last night for the opening night.
Yeah, I know we definitely had some stuff you can see on our Twitter, at laughing_place. Sorry, on our X account.
Yeah.
So you can see some of that there. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for a walk and talk around Epcot. And we will see you all real soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.